Who is Asif Ebrahim when he's not on stage, not conducting workshops, and not building communities?
I'm not working as such. I'm enjoying my life. I always tell people, enjoy your life.
What is your inspiration? Who motivated you, mentored you into getting into what you've gotten into?
Over a period of time, I built a lot of good relationships with a lot of trainers, and they always said, see, learning and all is fine, but what about earning?
They are spreading knowledge without money, or for that matter, very nominal amount of money, Asif.
What I tell them is, you just follow what I'm saying. You make a 10 crore business, boss.
Why is it that there is so much responsibility on you, Asif, and how do you deal with it?
Challenge with most of them is we are so busy with our life, we are not able to look at, beyond our life as well.
What is that one mistake that you see trainers do today?
Trainers should have a business plan. Without a business plan, you can't jump into it. But jumping into something without a business plan, it's dangerous.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another inspiring episode of Beyond the Podcast. The podcast where we move beyond resumes, job titles, and PowerPoint presentations to uncover the real stories behind extraordinary professionals. I'm your host, Anand Shankar. For the past 17 years, I've had the privilege of working in learning and development, helping individuals and organizations unlock their potential through learning, leadership, and meaningful conversations. But one thing I've realized is that every successful professional has a story that never appears on their LinkedIn profile or in their presentation slides. That's exactly why Beyond the PPT exists to bring you those stories, stories of courage, failures, breakthroughs, relationships, and the people behind the profession. And today, we have someone who has quietly transformed the learning and development community in India. And I'm talking about India. Imagine building a community instead of just a company. Imagine creating opportunities where trainers, HR professionals, organizations, and learners don't compete but collaborate. Our guest today has spent over a decade doing exactly that. As the founder and CEO of Learners Conclave, he has connected over 11,000 trainers and built relationships with more than 500 HR and learning leaders across the country. His mission has always been simple yet powerful: to create a collaborative environment where learning creates opportunities for everyone. He is a team building expert, leadership facilitator, entrepreneur, motivational speaker, and above all, someone who believes that when people grow together, organizations grow stronger. Please join me in welcoming the man who has built not just teams, but an entire learning movement, Mr. Asif Ibrahim. Thank you so much, Asif, for joining me today in this podcast, despite your extremely busy schedule. So, how are you feeling today?
Thank you so much, Anand, for inviting me for your podcast. And I'm awesome as always, and looking forward to share my experiences with you.
Perfect. So, Asif sir, before we begin talking about Learners Conclave, leadership, and the L&D industry, I'd like to start with a very simple question. Who is Asif Ebrahim when he's not on stage, not conducting workshops, and not building communities?
So if you ask me personally, I love connecting with people, talking to people. So that's my nature is all about that. It's not that I'm not working as such. I'm enjoying my life. I always tell people, enjoy your life. On a daily basis. Enjoy your life. Do what you love doing, and then you love doing what you love doing. Then you'll feel that you are enjoying. Otherwise, it will work will be different for you. For me, it's not work is just enjoy, connect with people, talk to people, understand people. That's what is Asif is all about. And I do that daily. Daily. It's for me, it's not work, it's just fun.
So one thing that I noticed that, you have studied science and later pursued management. So when did you realize that that's where your real passion is, that is working with people rather than laboratories? And adding to that, Asif, I've seen that you don't just invest time to earn money, but you also invest time to make sure people earn money. That is one thing that I've noticed in you.
So for me, what happens is I did my BSc chemistry. I was a topper in my college. Then I did my MSc biochemistry. After that, I ventured out into sales. I did sales for a long time and pharma sales. And then from there, I moved to CSR division of Dr. Reddy's. I did CSR for 3, 4 years. Then I moved to marketing. And all along, I was doing, we were doing a lot of soft skill programs for the pharma sector, for the nurses, for the doctors. And my job involved around, watching all the trainers, doing these sessions for trainers, doctors. And I should love this, the impact what they're creating at the society. I should love that. I always believe that I have in me that, I can be a better trainer. I can also impact the, then I started with a small, when I started with taking part in an NGO. So who was working with trainers. It was called Association of Trainers. I took active part in terms of building that NGO. For 2 years, I worked relatively free for to build the training community from a 19-member team to a 200-member team, and 10, 11 years back. And I was very closely involved in that. So after that, I realized that, I'm loving this. Let me venture out into it. I took a step. I started my own company called ITC, International Trainers Conclave. And then I ventured out fully into it. करके. And then slowly built on it. That's what my journey was.
Very incredible, sir. And today you have close to an army of 11,000 trainers. And imagine that. That's not a very simple thing to do. And keeping them connected and keeping them collaborated is just not, easy. So I can completely understand that bit. Uh, Learners Conclave. Where did that idea come from? And what is your inspiration? Who motivated you, mentored you into getting into what you've gotten into?
So when I started this ITC, International Trainers Conclave, the whole idea was how can trainers learn? So how can I do sessions where trainers can learn? And I should not conduct session. I was to coordinate. And a lot of senior trainers are there all across India. They used to come, and topics could be emotional intelligence, facilitation skills, storytelling, all different kinds of learnings which trainers should know. And senior trainers used to conduct the session, and all the trainers used to attend the session. When I started from Mumbai first, and Lord, and I used to keep it very nominal of 300, 500,000 rupees. And sessions were so interesting that people from across India started coming. And they used to always tell me, Asif, your session is for 500 rupees, and my flight charges and stay charges is 15,000 rupees. So why don't you come to our city and do sessions for us? We'd rather save a lot of money on all this. And then I started going at different cities and I started conducting. It was all learning for trainers, learning for trainers. And over a period of time, I built a lot of good relationships with a lot of trainers. And they always said, see, learning and all is fine, but what about earning? I used to think, how can a trainers earn money as well? Then I realized trainers can earn money, they are learning, earn money. Either they can go to corporate and do corporate training assignments, or they can do their workshop, open workshops for society people. So when they go to corporate, I said, I can build corporate conclave, connect with only corporate professionals, and trainers can, go to this corporate and do these sessions for them, and they can earn from there, corporate conclave. and they can go to society. And I thought of learners club, wherein they can go and teach society people. So they were like, I thought of that name, learners club, then international trainers conclave, which I was already doing, and then corporate conclave. So see, what connects all these three is learning. And that's the reason Learners Conclave, this name came in 2018. I made a private limited company. Earlier, it was a proprietorship company, International Trainers Conclave, which I already have now as well. But I made a private limited company 2018. Mein. So it would have three wings. One is Learners Club, open workshops for society people. It would have International Trainers Conclave, wherein learning sessions for trainers. It would have corporate conclave, corporate trainings for corporate trainings where trainers can. So it will be learning for trainers as well as earn learning. That's the reason I say always my mission is learning and earning for trainers. It's so strong that if you ask my wife Zai about why do Asif breathe, she will say learning and earning for trainers. My 19-year-old Ayan will say learning and earning for trainers, or my 13-year-old Zia small daughter will say learning and earning for trainers. It's deeply embedded in me in terms of the impact which I want to do in this society.
I am witness to it, Asif. I have no doubts about it, and I can vouch for it myself. And that's where my question about the storm that you bring in everybody's life through Game Storm, Asif. I mean, that 1 day or 2 days of training is never sufficient. It's like something is undone. Something is unraveled, unleashed. But then at the end of the day, it's like because I attended yours when I came to Bhubaneswar, if you remember, in February, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So that was incredible. Where did that come from, and how is it that you're able to travel across India? And I have seen people literally inviting you, like not just inviting you, dragging you. If I were to be a little more candid, so dragging you to their respective cities, and they're asking you to conduct that particular program. Where did that come from, and that evolve, Asif?
What happened is as I just told you earlier that I used to do a lot of workshops of facilitation skills, emotional intelligence. So I did a program 6, 7, 10 years back on games and activities as well. Games and activities. And one of the senior trainer gave me the name Game Storm as well. When I'm doing this session, keep it as Game Storm because it will be a storm of activities, and I love that name, and that was a super duper session at that point of time. And then over a period of in last 10 years, I used to do sessions once in 3 years, once in 2 years on games and activities. Then I realized that the people love this, and I also realized that people they don't use games and activities properly. When a lot of senior trainers used to also conduct these sessions and all, they should not debrief properly. Then once I got to know about the depth of debrief and how it has to be done, so I did a lot of scientific debriefs into GameStorm, and a lot of corporate got a lot of good results. And I started telling trainers, it's not about using games and activities. It's all about how do you start debriefing, how do you start applying the learnings of these games and activities in yourself. The program is so strong, so strong, so strong. A lot of people are growing. They have made lots of money. Just a small 7,000 rupees, they have made 10 lakhs. There is that, and there are not one or two hundreds of people who will say, okay, GameStop has made a difference in my life. So across, and I share about the work what I do, and just started a GameStop community 2 months back. There were like 74 people in the group. Now there are 1,800 people in that group itself. So slowly, what happens is a word of mouth spreads. Word of mouth spreads very fast, and people get to see the work what you do. And I've told them I'm a person, I'm a giver. I told them that on the training fraternity that in this year I will give you 500 sessions free. Who else in this world? People don't commit, don't commit even a 10, 20 sessions. I'm telling them because I have listened to a lot of successful people all across the world. And they say that, entrepreneur needs to know thousands of skills. And it takes a lot of time to become an entrepreneur, to build a crores of rupees ka company. And trainers are not a businessman. They don't know business. And then that's the reason I said, okay, I will teach you all how to do business, how you can move to making, say, at least 20-25 lakh rupees comfortably. Don't struggle in your life. What are the steps that needs to be taken? I'm building their mindset. I'm sharing with them morning 11 or evening 7. There are 2 sessions which I take if I'm free. It's like I also travel a lot, and wherever I'm free, I take sessions with them so that I can build them. I'm sharing all my knowledge free for them. I just want them to grow in their life and lot of success. That I got hundreds of trainers who will share the difference what I'm done to them in last 2-3 months after sharing all my knowledge with them.
My actual intent of inviting you for my podcast, Asif, is because I want to spread the message to the community that there are people like you who are so generous in the way that, they are spreading knowledge without money, or for that matter, very nominal amount of money, Asif.
This is free. I don't want anything from them. Just they double their business. That's it. What I tell them is you just follow what I'm saying. You make a 10 crore business, boss. Don't give me anything, boss. Don't give me anything. Take that. But even if you can't attend that 500 sessions, you attend 10-20 sessions of mine, we'll easily make 20-25 lakhs. I started with a 3 lakh business. I moved to a 90 lakh business. I'm moving towards a 10 crore business now. So I can share with you how I have traveled this journey. What am I doing? How am I doing? That's it. And then I just want to make a I want to do a good work. I want to tell people this is the process. Follow a process. Business is a process. And a lot of challenges because no one told them till now, okay, business. They don't take training as a business. They are not disciplined 8 to 10 hours a day. There are a lot of challenges which I'm facing now because all of a sudden they were just looking for assignments to come in. And then I'm trying to tell them because assignments is like, farming. If you want fruits, you should have a garden of your own rather than waiting for opportunities. Let's build it. So that awareness needs to be created, and that's what I'm doing in the training fraternity. That awareness of how business happens. What is a lot of 98% trainers don't have a B2C services of their own. What is B2C? What is B2B? How does business happen? So those kind of sessions are happening days, and nowadays what happened is I started with it, but there are a lot of other people across India, like-minded people, have come forward. They also take sessions now. They also share now. So it's like it's just a movement. It's not Asif alone is not doing. Now there are a lot of other people also come in and they said, okay, sir, I will also support you. Because initially they see Asif is doing sessions. We did now last 2.5 months. We have done around say 120 sessions. Asif has done 100 sessions and other people have done 20 sessions. But at least that 20% people have done. It's like, slowly the percentage will differ. When people start seeing that Asif is taking a lot of efforts and they say, okay, why Asif has to take, I'll also take, I'll also take. Slowly, everyone will join in. Slowly, that my efforts of, will be less. Everyone will be contributing to it. But we have to come forward. If we want to, I should change if I want the world to change. So that's the reason it all starts with me first. That's how it
And,
is.
and that's exactly why I call it a movement, Asif, because I see it's like snowballing now. You started it, you took the initiative, you did the centerpiece or the center work, and then people are now coming into this and are inspired to do it for free of cost, like the way that you are doing, right? So you are creating more number of Asifs in the community, and you are the community driver, to be very, very honest. And being the community driver, I'm sure there are a whole lot of responsibilities that people think that Asif has to take for their earning, which I've also heard you say a lot of times. That they expect Asif to be there at their beck and call and help them out with finding assignments, or I have reached out to you. I've said that I'm crazy at digital marketing, and you've always slapped me and said, what, first know what it is, or at least get someone else to do it for you. Right? So the point is, why is it that there is so much responsibility on you, Asif, and how do you deal with it?
What happens is a lot of trainers, they're good at training. They're good at training, but they have no idea of how business happens. Okay. So business happens. They will say, Asif, I'm good at, suppose I'm good at team building, Asif. I can do a team building session. If I just post one post about team building now, there will be 100 trainers who will come forward. Asif, I do team building programs. I'm just giving you one example. But these trainers, they don't realize that everyone can do a team building program. So what differentiates them as compared to others? And there are trainers, my friends, they are charging 2.5 lakh rupees for a team building program. And my friends are charging 3,000 rupees for a team building program. What is the difference between a 3,000 person and a 2.5 lakh? They are not able to differentiate that because there are a lot of factors. It's like I'll ask them 11 questions. How many icebreakers you know? How many energizers you know? How many inbound activities you know? How many outbound activities you know? The training bag is ready for how many people? Show me your training report. Show me your training reviews. Show me your social media handle. Show me your website. Show me your brochure. Show me your profile. I get a fair idea how much you work on your craft. The people who work on their craft are a master of their craft. They will get paid much more than what others are. But everyone can have, 10, 15 activities, learn from here and there, and they can do and deliver. They have no idea about what is scientific debrief all about, how they can get business results. They don't go for training. I did a program for a company. They were doing 2.5 crore rupees per day. After my session, the chairman said, Asif, we are doing 3.5 crore rupees per day. I got 12 sessions for them. So what happens is you are there to get business results. So these small things are not, trainers have no idea about it. I'm creating an awareness about it. We just started and it takes some time for, these new thoughts to, seep in them, understand them. There are a lot of trainers are getting now a lot of good results. And in next 1 or 2 years, you'll find that this will be much more. A lot of things will happen. And I should share my knowledge, not so much. I recently got a heart attack, 2.5, 3 months back. And that time I had doctors advised me not to go out and do programs and all. So I was there at home. And I thought, okay, I can start sharing my knowledge more now because I don't have to travel now. I can, and that's the reason this 120 sessions in last, you know, 3 months because I was not doing anything and I was not supposed to go out. I said, if I'm not supposed to go out, at least I can share all what I know with them, all whatever. But I used to share before because everyone is so busy with their work, so tied up with their work. We hardly get a chance to share with others. So now what happens is I've started this sharing everything. Earlier also I used to share. I'm always there with trainers who have called me up. But challenge with most of them is we are so busy with our life. We are not able to look at, beyond our life as well. Beyond our life. Slowly, I'm doing much more. For me, is how can I build this community? And this community will be for the trainers, by the trainers, built by the trainers and everything. So it's not going to be anyone holding it. It's my platform, it's everyone's. It's everyone's community. Come and you take it forward from here.
No, but I've seen that, that extra element of passion from your end, Asif, because that's the butter on the pav bhaji that you bring in. Your spice levels are unmatchable. Your energy, the way the passion and the concern that you have, whether it is for the conclave or for the game storm, I have experienced it myself. So that's why I'm kind of also this is a testimonial for what Asif can typically do and what Asif can or how Asif can actually transform someone. And I actually wanted you to be one of my first guests, but then I think because of your illness, I did not want to bother you at that point in time. Right. Now, uh, I'm shifting gears a little, Asif. This is something that you always talk about, so I wanted to know what is that one mistake that you see trainers do today in their work, in their everyday life, Asif? This is something
What
that you've
I tell you, I
addressed.
talk about there are two kinds of people who come to me. One who are doing jobs, one who are into business. I don't believe, I believe there are only two categories. I don't believe there is a third category called as freelancers. I tell them, "Okay, okay, thank you so much." Because freelancers category is like they're passion people driven. They're not for them, they will not work. Therefore, for the sake of it, they are just there. So I personally deal with either you're doing job or you're doing business. If you're doing job, I asked them, show me your KRAs and KPIs. What's your KRAs, KPIs last year, this year? I give them clarity with how much you earn, 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 30 lakh, 40 lakh, what it takes to earn 1 crore, 1.5 crores. How can you move from a 10 lakh to a 1 crore? I have my friends at 10 lakh, I've got my friends at 1 crore. How will you bridge that competency gap for people who are working? Morning 8 till evening 8 is your bread and butter, and morning 5 till 8, evening 8 to 12, you have to build the competencies so that you move from 10 lakhs to a 1 crore. Similarly, for a businessman, you take a bank statement of yours, you get to know where exactly you stand, whether you stand make 5 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 10 lakhs, whatever. And try to go and check with people who make 1 crore, 2 crores, 5 crores, 10 crores. I have my mentor making 8 to 10 crores. He has B2C services. We had Prajit coming up. He makes around 4 to 5 crores. There are a lot of good people making crores. Go and understand why they are making that much crores on you. So you'll get a fair idea what are the things. So they should have a business plan. Trainers should have a business plan. Without a business plan, you can't jump into it. But jumping into something without a business plan, it's dangerous. First thing is have a mentor in life. Mentor in life. So otherwise, what will happen is you'll keep doing the same things again and again, and you'll struggle even to make a small 20, 25 lakhs even after 5 years of your existence because you had no idea what is business. Initially, what I personally feel now that you can make a 5, 10 lakhs business first year, second year, make it around 15 lakhs, third year, 20, 25 lakhs. To reach 20, 25 lakhs is 3 years of hard work. That's it. But still, there are people with 10 years of training, but they don't make 25 lakhs or 20 because they don't consider training as a business. Now, once they start considering as a business, they know it can be scalable. They know exactly that they can build a brand, they can build a tribe, blah, blah, blah. There are so many people getting into crores because they consider training as a business. So slowly but no one actually shares their success stories. That's a with others. Okay, this is how I built it, and everyone is there trying to sell someone, sell some services to someone and all. I'm not against selling the services. I tell them as well, charge and then charge that amount, and it's fine. But give value for money and tell the truth. I'll tell you one thing which I personally feel is people say to people, okay, it's a very easy walk, cake walk, you will make money, you will do this, that. So many senior people or blah, blah, blah. They don't tell the kind of hard work also they have to do. Why they don't tell? Because people will not buy their services then. If you're walking a mountain, they shout from the top of the mountain, life is so awesome from here, it looks good, I'm making 50 crores, 20 crores, 30 crores, 50 crores. They're saying is what saying this is right. Okay, life is awesome. I understand life is awesome from there. And then say, okay, these people also are doing well. My community is doing well. 1 crore, 5 crore. How many people you trade? 20,000, 30,000, and you're taking names of 3, 4 people, 5 people. What about others? Others are there stuck at various places. So what happens? And then you're saying it's easy to reach over here. It's not easy to reach over here. And I'm blamed because I talk about because it's not easy to walk the path, to have a discipline, to do this. And I'm like that only. I don't want to just make money, and I just want to tell the truth, boss. Not everyone will reach on the top. Not everyone will reach on the top. I can show you the path. Everyone can show you the path. Only those people who are passionate about driven, they will reach. It's important for the world to understand the truth. No one talks about the truth because we talk about the truth, you don't do business. And for me, it's fine if I don't do much business. I will do some business here and there. I'm fine with it. But for me, telling the truth is more important rather than people, and that's the reason
Absolutely.
I tell people I don't do mentoring for trainers. Why would I not do? There are so many trainers taking money and telling us, why don't you do mentor us? I know very well. I started 2, 3 years back. A lot of people they came, they paid me money, but they should not take action. Then I should feel bad about it. And that's the reason nowadays I tell other friends, Soham, Bala, and everyone, better you all do the mentoring part and all, and you all do it. I won't do it because I know very well that these people are not taking action. And without they will come and pay me the money and everything, but they will not take action. And I don't feel okay. This is not only 2 people are doing it out of 98 people, and you need to have a good accountability partner and blah blah blah. A lot of other elements, a lot of support system that needs to be given because you can't just take them. They will do it. They are not going to do it. I whatever with whatever experiences I have with, and that's the reason I don't start mentoring even if there are a lot of people here. But I tell others, okay, don't blame the mentors. Mentors have the right
True,
intent.
very true, very true. It is at the end of the day your own accountability, and you will have to have
You're
your
right.
own accountability partner. Very well put, Asif. I know we've had a lot of serious talk, and I know this can continue, and I'm sure I'm going to have a part two with you, Asif. But for now, I'm just going to have a quick, fun round with you. Only 5 questions. You're not allowed to think. You'll have to just answer very quickly. Is that okay?
Yep.
So, early bird or night owl? I think I know the answer.
Early word.
All right. Um, Coffee or tea?
T.
Okay. I think I know most of the answers. Okay. Team building or leadership development?
City building.
Team building. But you're very good at leadership development as well,
I do
Asif.
that, but it's like both are good, but
Okay, if
the
given a
biggest
choice,
thing is
okay, okay, okay. Um, One word that describes leadership for you.
taking ownership.
Taking ownership. Great. All right. If not L&D, what career would you have chosen?
I would have chosen to be, counselor. I love counseling as well. Counseling as well.
Counseling. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you so very much, Asif. I mean, I can't tell you the pleasure and the happiness that I'm having right now. So, Asif, thank you for reminding us that success isn't measured by the number of workshops we conduct, but by the number of lives we've touched. Your
And
journey
then
is
one
proof.
thing which couple of one message to everyone: uh, live your life in seconds and invest in your purpose.
Beautiful. That couldn't have been anything better
It,
than a closing statement than that. So, to everyone watching, if today's conversation inspired you, please like, share, subscribe, and tell us who you'd like to see on a future episode of Beyond the PPT. And also comment if we really want to have Asif as a guest again, because I do. So, until next time, this is Anand Shankar reminding you that behind every title, every achievement, and every presentation, there is always a story worth telling. We'll see you in the next episode of Beyond the PPT.